Hello everyone, my name is NewFlowerGirl, but you can call me Demi, and today's podcast is, as you can see, about George Russell. Reason being, the Monday before this video, which was the 15th of February, it was his birthday. So happy birthday, George. I hope you had a fantastic birthday. Hope you're watching this. But yeah, this podcast is dedicated to George Russell. We're basically gonna dive into how he started with karting all the way to a Williams driver. So let's go. George William Russell, born 15th of February 1998, is a British racing driver currently competing in Formula 1, contracted to Williams. He was the 2018 FIA Formula 2 champion for Art and the 2017 GP3 Series champion. Following his Formula 2 championship, Russell signed for Williams in 2019, making his debut at the 2019 Australian Grand Prix alongside Robert Kubica. Russell is contracted to drive for Williams until the conclusion of the 2021 season, although he stood in for Lewis Hamilton at Mercedes at the 2020 Sakhir Grand Prix. Now we all know how that went. It went horrible for him. I do hope Mercedes have learned from their mistakes, because if it happens again, one of the drivers from Mercedes is caught out by coronavirus, and George Russell has to step in again, then I do hope they learn from that mistake, because it was a massive blunder. It looked very floppy, and you cannot expect that from it's not good to have like a top team like Mercedes do things like that. Like it doesn't fit with them. But let's carry on. Russell was born in Kings Lynn, Norfolk, to father Steve and mother Alison, the youngest alongside two siblings, a sister called Cara and an older brother called Benji. Russell took up karting at the age of 7, having spent much of his time around karting tracks, and his brother Benji, he was involved in a competitive karting. Growing up in Wishbach, Cambridgeshire, Russell was educated at the Wishbach Grammar School before moving to Milton Keynes at the age of 18 to be closer to his racing teams. Like his father, he's a fan of Wolverhampton Wanderers Football Club. Russell began karting in 2006 and progressed through to the cadet class by 2009, becoming MSA British Champion and British Open Champion. In 2010, he moved to the Rotax Mini Max category, where he became a Super 1 British Champion, Formula Kart Stars British Champion, and also won the Kart Masters British Grand Prix. Russell graduated to the KF3 class in 2011, winning the SKUSA Super Nationals title and becoming CIK FIA European Championship, a title he successfully defended in 2012. In his final year of karting in 2013, Russell finished 19th in the KF1 CIK FIA World Championship. In 2004, Russell made his single-seater debut, racing in the Formula Renault 2.0 Alps Championship. He originally signed to race for Prema Power Team, basically where Mick Schumacher came from. That is, Prema is very successful in Formula 2, I must say. Where was I? Before making a last-minute switch to Quiron GP. Sorry if I pronounced the name wrong, but I don't know any of these names, to be fair. Despite missing a round through illness, he finished 4th in the championship, taking a single podium finish at the Red Bull Ring. Russell also contested 2 rounds in the Euro Cup Formula Renault 2.0 Championship. He took part in the Moscow round with Quarren GP before switching to Tech 1 Racing for the final round of the season at Jerez. Racing as the guest entrant, he won the final race of the season after starting from pole position. Now, if we carry on reading, we all know that George Russell is a champ, and he knows how to win, basically, but he just can't get it to work in Formula 1. I do hope that one day we hear that he has signed at Mercedes alongside Max Verstappen. I do wish for that. But before we carry on, I do want to say a few things about myself. I have made a Twitch channel, and tomorrow I am going live around at the time that basically when this video got uploaded, which was 12 for me, possibly 11 for the UK people. Tomorrow at 11 a.m, basically 11 in the morning, I am going to go live on Twitch. The link is in the description down below, so be sure to check it out. Be sure to follow and subscribe and stuff. And also, while you're there, also click the YouTube subscribe button, because it really helps me, and please hit the like button. And comment down below what or who you want to see in the next podcast. I've got so many good ideas already made up myself. But if you have a suggestion, I will put that priority number 1 above mine. So yeah, let's carry on. In 2014, Russell also competed in the BRDC Formula 4 Championship with defending champions Linen Racing. He entered the final race of the season at Snetterton in a 4-way title battle with teammate Arjun Maini and the HHC Motorsport pairing of Shannon Fielding and Raoul Hyman. After starting from pole position, Russell won the race in his 5th of the season to clinch the title by just 3 points from Maini. As a prize for winning the BRDC Formula 4 Championship, Russell tested a GP3 car with Arden Motorsport at the Yas Marina circuit in Abu Dhabi. In December 14, Russell became the youngest ever winner of the prestigious McLaren Autosport BRDC award, beating fellow finalists Alexander Albon, Ben Barnicoat, Shannon Fielding, Seb Morris and Harrison Scott to earn himself £100,000 cash prize, British Racing Drivers Club membership and a Formula 1 test with McLaren. In February 2015, Russell was announced as one of the 12 drivers selected to join the British Racing Drivers Club Superstars program, the youngest ever recruit to the scheme. Russell graduated to Formula 3 in 2015, racing in the FIA European Formula 3 Championship with Carlin. He took his first race victory in the opening round of the season at Silverstone, finishing ahead of fellow debutants Charles Leclerc and Antonio Giovinazzi in the second race of the weekend. Now we all know that Charles Leclerc and Antonio Giovinazzi are also in Formula 1. And yeah, fun fact, Charles Leclerc is also part of another group known in the Formula One, and it's basically with some other young drivers. It's with Alexander Albon and George Russell and Lando Norris, and they are mostly called and referred to as the Twitch Quartet because they, do a lot of stuff on Twitch. They do like Twitch streams. Yeah, I'm gonna link all 4 of them in the description down below. So yeah, around this time they won't stream as much, but Lando Norris, he's mostly like he's part-time streamer and stuff. But yeah, please do follow them as well, and yeah, then you can watch them live on Twitch, which is fun. He took a further 2 podium places at Spa-Francorchamps and the Norrising to finish 6th. The Norris Ring to finish 6th in the championship. He also finished runner-up to Leclerc in the Rookie Championship standings. In September 2015, Russell took part in the Masters of Formula 3 non-championship event held at Zandvoort. That's nice to find out. After finishing 4th in the qualification race, he went on to finish 2nd behind teammate Antonio Giovinazzi in the main race. Russell was also scheduled to compete in the Macau Grand Prix with Carlin, but was replaced by Japanese Euro Formula Open Championship driver, I'm going to try to pronounce it, Yu Ganamaru. Was quite easy. Shortly before the event, Russell switched to High-Tech GP for the 2016 season, scored 2 victories and finished 3rd in the standings. Russell signed with Art GP for the 2017 GP3 season. He had previously driven for the team at the post-season test at Yas Marina in November 2016. Russell made a solid start to the season at the Circuit de Catalunya, Barcelona, where he finished the weekend with the 5th and 4th position finish. Actually, it's the other way around. The next race at the Red Bull Ring saw him take his maiden pole position and victory in the GP3 series. Russell scored back-to-back pole positions at his home race at Silverstone, before converting this into another victory in the first race of the weekend and taking a 4th position in the second race, on his way to taking the championship lead. Now, I do need to explain some things. If you're not following GP3 or Formula 3 and Formula 2, you would not know what I'm talking about here. Like 2 races a weekend, like what the heck. Basically, they have a feature race and a sprint race. And the sprint race is mainly like the first race they do on the weekend, I think. Yeah, they do that first. Yes, the sprint race is basically quali for the feature race. The sprint race is quite short because you need sprint to finish, and the feature race is normal length, like 100%, you know. So yeah, they have Friday sessions, which is like practice and stuff, and possibly quali for that. I don't know how that goes. I do know that on Saturday they have the sprint race, which is quali for the feature race, which is then on Sunday. So it's very different to like the setup that Formula 1 has, but it is quite nice. And you also have reversed grid, which I would love to see in Formula 1, because then that would mean that, for example, George Russell or Kimi Raikkonen could win possibly a race or get pole position, you know? What do you guys think? Should Formula 1 add reversed grids? If you do, leave a like on this video. Formula 1 would be so much more fun with that. You know? Let's carry on. a dominant performance at the Spa-Francorchamps soon followed, which saw Russell build his championship lead advantage, after taking a victory and a second position in the 2 races alongside pole position and fastest lap in both races. Pole position in Formula 2, it gives you like 4 points. I think it does too in GP3, but I'm not sure. Obviously, fastest lap, you also get a point for that. Next round at Monza saw only one GP3 series event take place after adverse weather conditions, resulting into the Saturday race being cancelled. Russell won a Titanic tussle with his arch Grand Prix teammates Jack Aitken and Antoine Hubert to seal his 4th victory of the season. Russell had taken 4 victories, 3 pole positions and 5 further podiums to put himself in a position to seal the championship at Jerez, with a complete round of the championship still to run at Yas Marina. Russell won the 2017 GP3 Series title after taking 4th position in race 2, giving him an unassailable lead in the championship standings. Now we're going to go to more recent times. In January 2008, Russell was confirmed as a driver for the Art Grand Prix at the 2018 FIA Formula 2 Championship, which would see the new Dallara F2 2018 make its debut in expanding the 12 race calendar. It was also confirmed that the Mercedes reserve driver sharing duties with Pascal Wehrlein the following month. Russell qualified in 2nd position on debut at Bahrain, finishing 5th in the opening round of the championship. In Baku, Azerbaijan, for the 2nd round of the season, Russell led the majority of the feature race before a late safety car caused drama at the restart, denying him a maiden victory in the series. Coming through from the back in the sprint race, Russell set the fastest lap on his way to taking victory from 12th on the grid, which is quite a performance. Russell took his 2nd victory of the season in Barcelona after prevailing a duel with Nick de Vries, taking his maiden feature race victory of the season. He followed that up with a 4th in the sprint race to move up to 2nd in the championship standings. In Monte Carlo, Russell had an engine failure in free practice, which severely limited his running. Russell was on the back foot, qualifying in 16th position and endured 2 races outside of the points. Russell hit back in France at Le Castellet, taking his maiden pole position in Formula 2. I nearly said Formula 1. He led a wet and dry challenging race from lights to flag and took his 3rd victory of the season and the championship. He would later go on to win the title with victory in the feature race at Abu Dhabi after a season-long fight with fellow Brit Lando Norris. In early 2017, Russell joined Mercedes-AMG Petronas Motorsport as part of their junior driver program. It was announced that Russell would take part in both days of the Budapest test on the 1st and 2nd of August, which followed the Formula 1 World Championship and Support Series races at the same circuit from the weekend before. In November, at the same year, it was announced that Russell would make his Formula 1 practice debut at the Brazilian Grand Prix, driving in the first practice session for Force India. Now, obviously, Racing Point, no wait, Aston Martin. Subsequently, it was announced that he would also drive for them in first practice sessions for the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix. Russell was announced as one of the Pirelli tyre test drivers for Aston Martin at the post-Spanish Grand Prix test in May 2018. He completed 123 laps for the team at the test, his first in a Formula 1 car with 2018 specifications. Now, we all know that George Russell now currently drives in Williams, so I don't need to talk about that. Like, I can talk about like some other things about Russell, like, no, I'm not gonna do that. Like there are many things about George Russell, you know. He's, he makes times for his fans. Like if you've seen season 2 of Drive to Survive, he went to Silverstone to race with Williams, which was actually his debut year, his rookie year, and there were some British fans waiting for him. He drove to the circuit, and there were fans waiting for him. He came to a stop and opened the window and shook hands with those fans. Like he makes times. He makes a lot of time for his fans, which I think all drivers should do. I don't have a lot more about George Russell, to be fair, other than he's part of the Switch Quartet, which I mentioned earlier. But yeah, I can't say some other things. I don't know if you noticed, but there's been a virtual Grand Prix which had ended the day before his birthday, on Valentine's Day, to be fair. And the year before that, they also did the virtual Grand Prix because of coronavirus. And yeah, George Russell took part in that, as well as Alex Albon and the brother of Charles Leclerc, Arthur Leclerc, joined in on that. This year we had some other great people like the Fittipaldi brothers, the grandsons of Emerson Fittipaldi, Pieface joined in. Yeah, it was fun to see. I missed the first race. I didn't. Oh no, I didn't. I missed the year before. I missed the 2020 Virtual Grand Prix, but I did not miss the 2021 Virtual Grand Prix. I watched all 3 of them. Yeah, George Russell has taken 6 victories in a row. He did not take part in the first Virtual Grand Prix of this year, of 2021, but he still wins. But he did not take the championship there. I think it was Fittipaldi. I don't know which. I think it was Enzo Fittipaldi who took the championship of the Virtual Grand Prix. But I don't know. Could be someone else. Could be his brother. But yeah, that was it for today's podcast. It's quite a bit short, even though I had like lots of information. I must have spoken really fast and stuff. But yeah, thank you all very much for watching. If you did enjoy this, then please consider subscribing, because nearly half of you guys aren't subscribed. So yeah, please do consider subscribing and hit the bell so you'll be notified if I upload. Also, go into the description down below to check out the Twitch channels of George Russell, Lando Norris, Alex Albon and Charles Leclerc, and mine for tomorrow, when I'm going to be doing a live Q&A with you guys, where you guys can ask me questions, like anything. You can ask me anything. And yeah, also comment down below if you have an idea for a next podcast, because I have some really good ideas, but I don't I want to incorporate you guys in it as well. So please leave in the comments down below which one you would want to see, who or what you would want to see in the next podcast. And yeah, I will see you guys in the next video, which is Monday or tomorrow if you're watching me on Twitch. So yeah, have a good day, stay safe, and I'll see you later, guys. Bye guys!